It's the other. Because they're so stupid, they cannot unite against you. Because they don't know what they don't understand. They don't understand this.
They don't understand the concept.
They don't understand what.
This is a man who can say, condemn globally.
Well,
No,
he's.
Yeah, I know.
New York is home.
Guys.
I'm dangerous. I don't know what I always say. It's conversation.
I do too, but not in here.
That's all.
Not in here. I do too. Just like to keep it a space for everybody.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
Including you. Including you. I literally hiked in the woods with my girlfriends yesterday, having this exact conversation, but not in. Oh no, not a fight. Having this exact conversation. Yeah, but.
Keep talking about where you get your head.
Talk about where I got my headbands. Amazon.com. Thank you very much. Like everything else on earth, just comes from Amazon now.
Amazon is now one of those big Amazon things on our driveway.
What is that thing?
It's like an Amazon
What? Tub.
It's a huge thing that they deliver things across.
In it? Really? Wow. Okay. No, I don't have an Amazon tub. You don't have an Amazon
It's
tub.
like a locker thing, right?
Yeah.
We have one of them in our complex.
No,
It's
they
a
put it
big
in your
locker.
house.
They give you a code. It's
Oh, and you could go get your.
left out on the mailbox. You put them in this locker, so they're secure in your house, huh?
We haven't gotten to that level.
Amazon.
This is very. I don't know. This is like years old, so I don't even know if I have it anymore. But I'm fairly certain that's where I came from a lot of years ago. I don't know.
What are we gonna do with this?
Hi everybody. Good morning. So I'm going to just share the quote I brought to read with you, and then we'll read that. So David Whyte, he says, "To come to ground is to begin the courageous conversation, to step into difficulty, and by taking that first step, begin the movement through all difficulties, to find the support and foundation that has been beneath our feet all along, a place to step onto, a place on which to stand, and a place from which to step." So I think, like many of us, and to the point of just the conversations that were going on, there's so much going on around us right now that feels intense and a lot. And I have been finding this tendency in myself to want to disengage, to escape, to get out of, to check out from it. And there's a certain degree, I think, of separating yourself and not immersing yourself all the time in what's going on in the world. That is probably healthy, not in a way that avoids it, but in a way that it's all consuming. But avoidance is not, that there are some schools of yoga that say, that's the point, that the body's the problem, the world is the problem, get out of it. Whatever you can do to escape, you get out of it. And Tantra, which is the method or style or philosophy of yoga that I follow and that we follow in the studio, says, no, that's the way through. It's like that quote, the only way out is through. You have to be in it. You can avoid it. You can. But if you want to be, we live in the world. And if to sort of be in the world physically and be checked out, like, to me, that's not really living. That's you're not in it. And I want to be in it. But how can we be in it and not be consumed by it is the question, right? How can we be in it and not be spiraling with it, you know? And yoga gives us some really good tools for that. You know, when we look at yoga anatomy, the anatomy of the subtle body, our energetic anatomy, we have all these systems of the body that gives us ways to ground ourselves. So root chakra, which is in the pelvic floor, our base chakra, which is about grounding and about being in the world and about all the physical parts of ourselves, and we can sort of direct energy into it and understand that that's part of our being, the entirety of our being, not our physical being, but our energetic being, and we are both of these things. We are physical beings and energetic beings. We can ground that energy in a way that helps us to feel more settled. We can ground ourselves in the physical body into the lower parts of our body, that the root chakra, Muladhara chakra governs those lower parts of our body, our pelvis, our legs, our feet, you know, connects us into what is literally like solid beneath our feet when things feel not that way. You know, it's a way of sort of orienting ourselves in the world amidst whatever's happening that doesn't avoid it, but that seeks a more solid, steadier ground of being than being caught up in it. That makes sense. I'm not sure I'm articulating this in the easiest, clearest way right now, but I think you guys have the idea. So that's the thoughts for today of just how can we use the practice and use our bodies not to escape from them, but literally as the vehicle of how we can ground, how we can settle and be settled amongst whatever is happening around us, whatever that happens to be in your own life today, in the world that we live in. So we'll do some breath work to start, and then we'll do some grounding practices. So take a good seat, sit well. One way to just even start that way of grounding yourself is to reach down, take the flesh from under your sitting bones so you feel the bones of your pelvis a little more connected into the earth, into whatever is beneath you. Allowing your seat to feel more steady so that we can have that sense of settledness, even amidst a world that feels unstable and frenetic and volatile. You can still be settled in a deeper reality that's also present. As you settle into your legs and into your pelvis, to your feet on the floor. Maybe even let your spine feel a little heavy for a moment. Just like let everything settle, ground to the earth. And then out of that feeling of settledness in your pelvis, of grounding, draw your low back in a little bit, lengthen up through your spine in a way that then the diaphragm, or breathing muscle, right there at the base of the ribs, can be free to move. And just notice your breath. Allow it to deepen. Then imagine an energetic channel that runs from the crown of your head to your pelvic floor. The main energy channel of the body. It runs sort of parallel to the spines from top of your head all the way to your seat, right through the very center of your being. And with your next inhale, imagine that you are drawing energy down from the crown of your head into your pelvic floor. Feel the breath even press the organs and the everything that in your torso down into the pelvic floor. And then as you exhale, let that energy flow down through your legs, through your pelvis, into the earth. As you breathe in, draw down from your crown to your pelvic floor. Holding the energy steady there, let it flow down through your legs into the earth. Breathe in prana, the life force, energy. Let it flow down into the root chakra, right in your pelvic floor. And let the energy flow from that chakra into the earth, steadying you, rooting you, grounding you. Thoughts are feeling scattered. You're breathing down from the head to the pelvis. Draw the thoughts down, let them settle. Not about eradicating thoughts, but speaking of the steadier sense of self, also vibrating beneath the thoughts or between the thoughts, within the thoughts. Just like that, a few more breaths. Settling into the somatic experience of grounding, of settling. Then bring your hands to your heart. Begin with our chant. 3 times Om, 3 times Om Namah Shivaya. If you'd like to join, take in a deep breath. Bow your head to your heart. You're ready. Release your hands to your lap. And then lift your head. You can keep your eyes closed or open and just start to circle your torso around. Just circling gently, slowly, feeling your pelvis on the floor. Just having a sense of sort of using gravity to ground you, to settle you into your legs, into your pelvis even more, into these lower parts of your body, touching the floor. Yeah, change direction, go circle around the other way. Good, and then come land at a neutral spine and you can take your hands behind you, bring your feet out in front of you like a seated squat. Feet wide apart, so as wide as your mat, maybe even a little wider. And then drop in both knees over to the right and then over to the left, just
side to side a few times. I mean, the sense of your thigh bones rotating in your hip. So as we start to move, the pelvis is going to want to move with the legs. That's okay. But if you can, try to move the pelvis a little less. So just the legs are moving. So keep the pelvis a little more steady. Yeah. Get into those muscles, those rotator muscles. All right, next time you're over to the right, stay there. Bring your knees as close to the floor as you can. Good. Now press your right knee down, the pinky edge of your right foot down, but start to peel your left knee up. Good. Press it wide to the left. So you're feeling a stretch across the inner thighs. Good. Then let the left knee come down. Drop the right knee down. Press the left knee to the floor. Yeah. And then pivot the right knee up. Press it out. Press it wide as you can. Don't let the left knee lift up. Good. Over the first side again. Same thing. Right knee stays down. Pivot the left knee up. It's sort of like a wide Baddha Konasana. And then over to the other side. I was doing this once, and one of my students was like, I feel like I'm having a baby right now. Keep the left knee down. Press the right knee back. Okay, good. Oh, right, exactly. Okay, now grab a blanket. I think you all have a blanket. Put your blanket in front of you on the floor. So scoot forward. So your feet are on the blanket. And then here's what we're doing. You're going to scrunch the blanket with your toes. So we're going to do some foot strengthening, some foot exercises today. So with your feet on the blanket, I'm sure my feet are on the screen. I'm going to scoot it back a little so you can see on the screen. Okay, so I'm scrunching. It's like I'm trying to pull the blanket towards my heels. So just like that. Nothing more complicated. Feel the muscles in your feet really waking up. Yep. Scrunch it forward. Like try to make, see how my blanket's getting scrunched in the middle? Try to scrunch it. Yeah. Try to scrunch it. Scott, your face is takes a lot of mental energy and foot energy. All right, do a couple more. Yeah, look at your feet. That's it. Scrunch. Scrunch. This is going to be a theme. But look how your arch lifts up when you do that. You see that? Do you feel that energy up your legs then? How the legs sort of get a little more energized? Okay. Okay, let that one go. Come to tabletop. You can put your blanket under your knees if you need some more support underneath your knees. All right, do a couple of cat and cow breaths. Always ground ourselves in our breath. It's the easiest way to come to ground. Just focus on your breath. You know, this is easy and it's difficult at the same time, right? Simple, maybe not easy. All right, come to neutral. Bring your knees a little closer together. Spread your fingers out really wide, like you're just trying to spread yourself out on the floor and anchor yourself into the earth. Your hands, your knees. And take your right leg back, stretch it straight. Notice how the weight wants to drop to the pinky side of the foot. So we'll start with the toes down. Okay, down to start. And keep the weight balanced and maybe a little bit more to the big toe side. And then pulse forward and back a few times, keeping your navel lifting up towards your spine. Press evenly through your inner heel and your outer heel. Press into a calf stretch and then a wrist stretch, gripping your fingers down. You can come a little more forward if that's comfortable for you. And then start to circle your foot. So come onto the instep, roll over the toes, come to the pinky edge of the foot, just circle your foot around, stretching the top of your foot, the bottom of your foot. Feel a flow of energy. Again, that same idea of breathing from the crown to the pelvic floor and then sending the energy on the exhale all the way down to the legs, the feet. Circle the other way. If you haven't done that already, go the other way. If your wrists bother, you can always do this on elbows. And then land onto the top of your foot. So come onto the toenails. Yep, keep your leg nice and straight. Don't lock out the knee, but firm the muscles around the knee. And then feel like you're sort of dragging the foot forward, and maybe even drag it forward a little bit until you feel a stretch in the top of your foot. That's it. Click, let all the toes down, but drag the knee forward. Good. Now bend up your knee, take it to the side. And then as you exhale, squeeze your legs together. And then inhale, lift like a fire hydrant leg, squeeze it up, and then squeeze together. And a couple more like that. Try to keep your pelvis relatively steady. Keep your weight balanced on your hands instead of collapsing over to the left as the right leg lifts. Just keep the movement more in the leg than letting the whole body move. Do one more. Lift, and then squeeze together. Good. Drop your knee down. Sit your hips back. Drop your elbows down, turn your palms up, squeeze out your wrists a few times, make a fist. Curl your fingers into your palm and lift your knuckles off the floor. And then open your hands, stretch them out wide. Do that a couple times. Good. Feel the earth beneath you. With the steadiness of the earth always beneath your feet, always there. You can always depend on it to be there, that steadiness beneath our feet. Come back up to your tabletop. Left leg back behind you. Pulse forward and back. Try to ground or settle or press, rather. I guess we're pressing evenly through the inner edge of your foot and the outer edge of your foot. Same thing in the hands. Pointer and the thumb are going to want to lift, press them down. And then start to circle your foot. And to the top of your foot, the toenails roll to the side. And then go the other way. Circle around. Land onto the top of your foot. Leg as straight as you can. Again, don't lock out the knee, but make the muscles around the kneecap strong. And then a little drag forward. Just stretch the top of your foot. Good. Lift your leg up. Lift your navel towards your spine. Slide the knee to the side. And then exhale, knees together. And inhale, pulse the knee straight out. And exhale, knees together. Oh, there you are, lowest side. You are. Squeeze that knee up. And then together. And a couple more, again, keeping your pelvis relatively level. Next time the knee comes down, just let it drop to the floor there. Sit back one more time. This time knees wide apart, as wide as you can. Big toes together. Sit back into child's pose. Let your hips settle. Let your elbows settle. Forehead settle. Armpits settle. Connect to the earth beneath you. Let your energy flow down into the earth from every part of you that's touching the floor. Ground yourself, settle yourself. Release frenetic energy. Release busy thoughts into the earth. Come back up to your tabletop. Ground your hands. We're going to come up into dog pose, but we're going to come into a short dog, shorter than what we're used to doing. Trying to get the heels towards the floor. So they may or may not come down. Let's lift and lower the heels a few times. So be in a shorter dog than what you're used to. Yeah. Which gives us more stretch in the legs rather than more stretch in the spine. Lift and lower your heels a few times. You can do this with your knees bent. So if there's a lot of pulling in the back of the legs, you can do that with your knees bent. Lift your hips high, even as you're stretching your heels down towards the floor. And then take your heels as close to the floor as you can. And let your legs take some more of the weight here, right? The weight is in the arms more in dog pose, but let your legs do more of the work. Yeah, that's it. Press back through your heels. Maybe even try to lift your toes a little bit. They may or may not lift, but do that action in your feet so that the heel is grounded and the arch is lifting. Push the floor away. Okay. Walk yourself forward, Uttanasana. Landing your feet, come on all the way up. Reach up, stretch up tall. Exhale, and then let your arms release by your sides. Okay, we're gonna do a little partner stretch. If you wish, you can do this at home holding on to something, so you'll see what we're doing, Lois, and then you can do it holding on to something. If you want, would you show this to me? So we're gonna hold wrists. We're gonna back away from each other, feet wide, and we're just gonna sit back. See how she's letting her weight really drop into my hand? So the hips really pull back, and then I'll give you some other things to do as you're doing that. If you never have to do partner work, if you want to do it holding onto a post and not holding a hand, you can always do it that way. But if you want to find a friend or find a post, you can find a doorknob at home, Lois, do it on a doorknob. Or on a, something you can hang on to. Yeah, introduce yourself. Hold right wrists, step back from each other. Hold wrists, it's a little easier to hold. Yeah. And then back away from each other, feet wide. Take your hips back. Yeah, let your shoulder blades slide off your back. Your butt is going back. No, both of you. Lana, do it too. Sorry. Lana, hips back. That's it. So you're both doing it at the same time, right? Hips back, hips back, hips back. Don't pull your left hand on your left hip. Don't pull your friend over. Look over your left shoulder. Okay, look over your left shoulder. Look over your left shoulder. Pull your left hip back. Sit back, sit back, sit back, sit back, sit back. Okay, there we go. Now come on. Okay. Second side. Yeah, now you have to avoid watches, right? Or bracelets or whatever. All right. Sit back. That's it. Right? So Lana, put your butt back. Stick your butt back. Put your butt back. Weight into your heels. There you go. Got it? Use your body weight to counterbalance. Like sit back. Even if you're with someone who's not the same size as you, use your body weight. All right, look up over your left shoulder. Look over your right shoulder, draw your left hip back. There we go. Big stretch for the left side body. Okay, come on up. Oh, okay. Yeah, got it. Take your partner, come to your mat. Call that the nice to meet you stretch. Right, come stand. Stand towards the front of your mat. We're going to do just a little grounding of feet. So just thinking about the feet. Lift up I'll mirror you guys. Right foot, bring just the base of your big toe to the floor. Just the base of your big toe. Like, can you just get that little part of your foot to the floor? Then drag back. Take your inner heel to the floor. And then drag wide. Take the base of your pinky toe to the floor. And then outer heel. And then let your toes back down. And then feel the difference between your 2 feet on the floor. And the difference in that whole right leg as opposed to the left leg. And then do the left. Up on the base of your left toe, big toe, drag back. Inner heel down. Drag wide, pinky, base of the pinky toe down. Outer heel down. Toes down without gripping, but pressing, not gripping, but pressing. Good. And then feel your feet on the earth. Breathe in and down to the pelvic floor. As you breathe out, energy down through the legs into the earth. Ground yourself. One more breath like that. Breathe down from the crown to the pelvic, and then from the pelvic floor to the earth. On your next inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. From your pelvis, stay grounded down to the earth, and then from your pelvis, get taller through your spine. So we root down first. We ground ourselves in reality. We're not avoiding it. We're here. We're part of it. But we can also reach for our highest. from your hips. Hinge forward and fold. Your hands don't reach the floor. Use blocks for your hands so your hands can land and ground into something as well. Notice how the weight changed on your feet. Can you balance it? Can you keep the weight just how we set it up in Tadasana, even as you come to your forward bend? Lengthen your spine, look forward. Take all the roundedness out of your back. So if you need to come up onto your shins to do that, come up onto your shins. If you do it on the floor, keep your hands on the floor. Take your thigh bones back, take your heart forward. Exhale, fold in again. Lengthen your spine again. Reach the arms wide, come all the way up. Exhale, slide your hands to your heart. Inhale, arms to the sky. This time we're going to add chair, hips back. Thigh bones back, tops of your thigh bones, sit bones back, wide, as if you're opening up the channel of that flow of energy to go down into your legs by widening your inner thighs. Hold for a breath. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen and rise up again. Hands to your heart. One more time, same thing. Circle your arms. Exhale, chair. The steadiness of your feet on the floor, grounding you. Even though everything's moving and we're moving and pulsing with the breath, the feet are just steady, holding you right where you are. Exhale, fold over. Hands down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to your release your arms. All right, we're going to do the standing version of what we did. It's a little bit of a different version. It's called foot shortening. So any of you who deal with plantar fasciitis, this is a good exercise for you. Or if you have really collapsed arches, it works the arch of your foot. I'm going to give you the side view. It's a very subtle movement. So you're going to lift your toes and you're going to try to drag the base of your big toe, the base of your pinky toe towards your heel, and then press it away. So do you see that? It's a very small movement. See if you can do it. You're working the muscles in the bottom of your foot. Drag the toes, the base of the toes towards the heel, and then let it go. And then drag back. Yeah, that's it, you guys. And then drag back. Do one more. Okay, good. Then do your other foot. I'm standing with my feet staggered. It's helpful for balance, but also so you can just see what's happening. So drag back. I want to show the arch. Drag back, and then release, and then lift the toes and drag back, and then release. Lift your toes and drag back. Lift your arch. That's it. Do one more. Okay, now stand with your feet parallel. Notice how when you're not being conscious of your feet, that inner ankle bone likes to collapse down, right? The arch tends to collapse down. So lift up your toes, spread them out. Shorten your feet by dragging the big toe towards the inner heel. Now see how the bones of the feet line up? See if you can keep it and put your toes back down. Good. Feel what happens in your legs as you do that. How the legs just feel a little more awake, a little more alive. The whole, you can draw up evenly through your legs. Okay, inhale, circle your arms up again. Exhale, fold from your hips. Step your right foot, keep your left foot grounded, but step your right foot all the way back. That's it. Make your back leg nice and strong. Now land your right hand out to the right a little bit and twist open to the left. Have your left foot flat on the floor. That's it. Keep lifting your right thigh bone up. Maybe bend a little deeper into the front knee. Yes, and then rotate your torso around your spine. Take one more breath here. Okay, exhale, drop that hand back down. Drop your back knee to the floor. You can always pad underneath the knee if you need to. Squeeze your legs towards each other. Inhale your arms to the sky. Breathe in and draw energy down into the pelvis so you feel heavy. Not in a way that feels heavy, but feels grounded and settled. Let that energy flow down through your legs, but let your torso lift and lengthen a little bit more. Exhale your hands over to the right, down to the floor. With your back toes tucked, lift up your back knee, spin down your back heel. So warrior legs. Keep your left knee pressing to the left. Walk your hands into warrior dog so your arms are off on a diagonal towards the upper right corner of your mat as your hips pull back to the left. Yeah, resist the tendency to collapse your weight into your hands. Pull your hips back behind you. Pull your inner thighs wide. Again, like you're just trying to open up that channel, that flow of energy down and out through the legs. One more breath here. Good. Then walk to center. Parallel your feet. Cross Sarita Padottanasana. You got it. Hold to center. Press your feet to the earth. Press your hands to the earth. For those of you that are more flexible, the tendency here is to drop back into the heels. So keep your weight balanced, toes to heels. For those of you that are less flexible, you tend to come into the toes, so press your heels down. Your toes in a little more, unless it bothers your knees. Not your feet, just turn your feet parallel. Yeah, like that, toes, like that. Okay, now walk to the right leg. Pause with your hands near your right foot. Press your left inner thigh over to the left. You're getting a big stretch in your left thigh, stay here. If you're looking for deeper stretch, walk your hands up onto your ankle. Keep your left inner thigh widening to the left. Bring your torso towards your right leg. Use your arms to help. Resist with your left thigh, left hip. So feet are forward, not this way. That, like that, so you're getting more of a stretch to the side. Yeah, like that, like that, like that. Okay, good. Full walk to center. Center yourself and walk to your left leg. Widen your right inner thigh to the right. Yes, that's right. Yes. Keep that right inner thigh lifting and widening. Let your torso come to the left. You can keep hands on the floor. Your hands can stay on the floor, or you can hold your leg. Widen your right inner thigh. Really wide. That's good. Good. Walk to center. Hold to center. All right, good. Walk back to the front of your mat. Step to the front of your mat. Organize your feet on the floor. Press into your feet. Lengthen your spine. Rise all the way up. Exhale. Fold over strong legs. Fold forward. Step your left leg back. Left leg super strong. Drop your left hand. Twist to the right. There's this upward and downward flow of energy at the same time. So we're breathing in, we're sort of pulling up and in, connecting into root chakra energy, and then from the root chakra grounding back down and expanding back out. Just feel that flow for one more breath. Twist a little deeper if that serves you. And then drop the back knee. Squeeze your legs, inhale, arms to the sky. Feel the downward flow from your pelvis down through your feet, down through that bottom knee. And then feel a lift in your spine. The root first. It's like the plants grow. They grow to the earth first, then they blossom. All right, hands down over inside your front foot. Lift up your back knee again. Spin down your back heel. Line up. Right heel to left instep. Walk your hands on the diagonal. Push your hips back behind you. That's it. Tendency is to drop your weight into your hands now. Got it. Pull your hips straight back. Widen your inner thighs. Round the outside edge of your foot so the hips are moving backwards as the torso is creeping forwards. Walk between your parallel your feet. Forward to center. Okay, we're coming to Skandasana now. So you're going to walk to your right foot. Your right toes can turn out a little bit here, not like a full like warrior turn out, just a little bit. And then here's options. You can stay up high. You can stay with hands on the floor. You can stay up high. You can go hand like a sort of half transverse lunge, half squat. You can be here, or you can sit fully down into that knee if your knee allows for that, and the left toes can lift. Squeeze your arm and your leg together. That's it. Yep. The left leg stays straight. The right knee is bent. Nice. Good. If your hands are up, release them to the floor. Shift to center. Turn the right foot in a little bit so it's parallel. Walk to the left. Left toes turn out a smidge. Hands can stay on the floor. Make the right leg. You let the right leg support what's happening in the left leg. You can stay there. You can sit down lower. Wherever you are, ground to the earth. Good, great job. One more breath. Back to center. Hold. Want to hold opposite ankles here. Hold your big toes so that you can lengthen your spine a little more and let the crown of the head extend towards the earth more fully. That's an option. Always keep hands on the floor if that's better. Okay, walk back to the front of your mat, turn your toes forward, walk back, step forward, Uttanasana. Settle your feet. Settle where you are. Lengthen your spine and come on up, reach up. And exhale, release your arms. Turn to the long edge again. We're going to go into a high wide squat. So you're going to want the distance of wide is when you bend your knees, you want your knees to land over your ankles. So wherever that is for you and however much your knees want to bend. So if your knees are not feeling so bendy today, right, go in a little narrower. Your knees are feeling bendy and hips, go wider. Have your hands on your inner thighs. Press your knees out wide. Sit your hips down low. Lengthen your spine. Good. Now keep your legs. Keep that downward flow of energy down and out to the feet. Take your arms into cactus for goddess pose. Good. On your next exhale, dip your right elbow towards your right thigh or to your right thigh. Right elbow, right thigh. Inhale, come up. Exhale, you're doing it the harder way. Left elbow, left thigh. Inhale, come on up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Couple more. Let that grounding action push your feet into the floor. Let it help you feel settled so that as the upper body is moving, you're still feeling grounded, settled right where you are. One more to each side. Tap. Up. Up. Good. And straighten your legs. Turn your feet in. Heel toe in a little closer. We're going to sit into squat now. So options for squat, if your body doesn't squat easily, go for it. You're just dropping down into it. If this is a harder position for ankles or knees, there's some options. You can roll a blanket, put your heels up on a blanket. I want your heels on something, so on the floor or on a blanket, either way. You can also, if there's tightness in the hips and the knees and they need more support, you can sit onto a block. You can sort of perch yourself. But get your feet flat, that's it. And get your bottom as low as you can. Good, you guys. All right, elbows to inner knees. Squeeze your legs in. Broaden your collarbones out. Let your seat feel heavier. Let your tailbone drop down. Connect to earth energy. Your tailbone to earth, down through your feet into the earth, down through your legs into earth. One more breath. Good. Release your hands, straighten your legs, turn your toes in, fold over. These are all ways that we can settle ourselves, settle our nervous system, ground ourselves in the moment. So throughout your day, when there's a moment that you need to ground, these are all ways you can do that. Don't get your feet on the floor. Do a squat, or you can put, all right, lengthen your spine. Come on up, reach up, exhale, release your arms. Let's stay facing the windows because that's the nicer view. Step your feet a little closer now. We're going to come to tree. Set up your right foot with those four corners. Yeah. Set up the four corners of your foot, the base of your right big toe, the right inner heel, the base of your right pinky toe, your right outer heel. And then from those four corners, draw energy up the leg so that you're feeling the muscles sort of shrink wrap the bones. You feel really steady on that right leg, and then turn your left knee out, toes on the floor for a moment, and press the left knee really wide to the left. Hug your outer right hip in. You can stay there, or you can slide your right heel up, but don't let the right hip poke out to the right. Push your left heel into your right thigh. Join your hands to your heart. Feel your right foot on the floor. Breathe down from the crown into the root chakra, right at the pelvic floor, and then from the pelvic floor, send energy down through your foot into the earth. One more breath like that. If you want to go arms up for the last breath, go arms up. Breathe in and draw energy down to Muladhara chakra, and then all the way down to your foot as we reach up. Good. Release your hands. Release your foot. Take the time to set up your left foot, to feel the four corners of your left foot rooting, grounding to the earth, settling. Turn your right knee out, toes on the floor for the moment, just so you're feeling the muscles in your outer right hip fire up a little bit. Do you guys feel that? Press the knee wide. Keep those muscles working. Slide your heel up any amount, or just stay there with the kickstand on the floor. That's fine. Pull your outer left hip in, join your hands. Stand steady, strong, settled in your left foot. Settled in the deepest parts of yourself that are untouchable. Or whatever is going on around you. Last breath, if you want to go arms up, go arms up. And exhale. Release your hands and your foot. Okay. Mat to the wall. Short edge of your mat to the wall. We're doing a handstand or an L. If you're doing the L, you can go under the windows. If you know you're just doing an L, go under the windows. If you want to do a handstand and you want to have a wall behind you, then find a spot not under the window. Yeah, you can squeeze it up here. Or handstand or L pose, thinking about grounding. So grounding into your hands, the same way we ground into the feet. I don't think you need a demo for this. Everybody knows what they're doing, right? If you need a hand, call me over. You know this one. Okay. Okay. So are you doing practice handstand? No. Okay. So then let's do. I'm going to show you the practice. Let's start there. So we'll sit left. So the neck, heel distance away, and then spin around and the heel of your hand. So spin around. So it's this pose that you can. So feet to the wall, that's it. Start on hands, go down to nice knees, legs to top. So if I can do it, like all or touch the side edge as we're doing right. So fire up your biceps so that so your muscles are working. Oh, lift up like you're doing downward facing knees, so toes down. So lift your heels up, hips up, Yep, go all the way up into dog. Press back. Good. Now walk your feet up the wall. Got it. Yes. Yeah. Push your thigh bones towards the ceiling. Push your feet. Yeah. That's a real narrow. Open up your chest. Yes, like that. Stand down. Bring down. Come on. Very good. So that's a good practice for just going straight. Shoulders. So it feels more easier, which are never done. But maybe a little. Then so you're not step down.
There you go. Perfect. There you go. Head and knees.
Okay. How'd that go? Okay. That's a harder pose than handstand in many ways. Also, okay, we're gonna stand up and do a couple of things. So stand and face the wall. Nice, Lois. Stand and face the wall. Okay, thigh stretch first. So stand on your left side, catch your right foot behind you. And we're doing this at the wall, and we're doing it standing, so we're not putting pressure on the knee yet, but I want you to think about trying to close the back of your knee. So really hug your heel towards your butt. Yeah, you shouldn't feel that in the knee. If you're feeling it in your knee, then ease out of that a little bit. Flex your toes, pull your toes. Yes. Yes, that helps keep the knee a little bit more stable. Pull your legs towards each other. Now pull your tailbone down and lift your pubic bone up. Tone your belly a lot. Yes. Okay, drop that right foot. Settle onto your right foot. Do the other side. Hold your left foot behind you. Spread out the toes. And again, we're trying to close the knee here in preparation for a couple of things that are coming. Yeah. Bring your knee back so it's in line. Left knee in line with the right knee. Heel to butt. Tone your pelvic floor. Tone your low belly. Front ribs to back ribs. Okay, release that foot down. Turn around. Take your butt to the wall. Have your feet out a little bit in front of you, and we're going to come into a squat, like a baby squat, so that you've got a little shelf, making a little shelf, and then you're going to cross your right ankle. That's on the same side. So right ankle on left knee. Over the knee. Good. Now reach back, walk your butt up the wall a little bit. The flesh of your butt, so that you feel your sit bones pushing into the wall behind you. Yeah. Now push your sit bones into the wall and take your forearms onto your shin. Push your sit bones back into the wall. Keeping your right hip point lifting up, press your right knee down. Yeah. You can use your elbow to do that, or just energetically push the knee down. If you want to take it a little deeper, you can slide your forearms in front of your shins, your feet go hands to the floor. Another breath or two right where you are. Your toes active. Yeah, nice, you guys. Okay, find your way out. That's amazing. Okay? Well, you're sure? A lot of faces happening in here. Okay, second side, left ankle. On top of your right knee. Right knee is bent. Again, walk your butt. Broaden your sit butt, your flesh to the side, so your sit bones are in contact with the wall as much as you can. Push your sit bones into the wall. Yeah. Come forward with your torso. You can go forearms to shin. You can go elbows in front. The left hip point's going to want to drop down. Try to not let that happen. Keep your hip points level, but press your knee towards the floor. Yes. That's going to get the stretch more into this rotators, the inner thigh. That's what we're looking for here. Take one more breath. Okay, come on, up, uncross. Well, you're gonna. Some people, if you have tight inner thighs, you're gonna feel it here. Yeah, you're gonna feel it in that outer hip also. But many people feel that in the inner thigh and even in the hamstring if your hamstrings are on the tighter side. Okay. So You're gonna
Whichever
feel
thing
it where
is
your
tighter,
body
you
is.
should feel it
Exactly.
first.
You're right. Exactly. Okay. Let's stay here for do I want to stay here? Yeah, let's stay here for a minute. We're gonna work on Virasana. I know this is not a pose for everybody. If this is not your pose, I will find you something else to do. But for most of us, or for some of us, we're gonna try it. So the thigh bones are parallel, and the feet are wider than the hips. Now, I had the best pants on yesterday. There literally was a seam right here, like a black line on my pants. You can see it. But I want you to imagine, there's lines in my pants. I don't know if you can see them, but a straight line to the middle of the heel and then to the second, like between the second and third toe. So really right out through the center of the foot. What tends to happen is this, right? And then we get this line that goes out to the side past the pinky toe. And what it does is put a little torque into your knee. So I want you to play with the feet so that the knee feels really balanced. And then we're going to sit back. So if you can sit to the floor, you sit to the floor. If you cannot sit to the floor, you sit on a block. If you can't sit on one block, you sit on a couple of blocks. And if none of that is good for a knee, if you've just had a knee replacement, as several of you have, you're going to just do another thigh stretch on your side. It's the same idea, trying to lift, take your knee down, heel up. Okay, so for knee friends, so feet wider than knees. So knees closer, feet wider, like a letter A. Yeah, go in a smidge with your knees. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So thighs are parallel. You shouldn't feel this in your knees, guys. I mean, you don't want to feel anything in your knees. Knees should be closer. You should be like that. You want like a letter A in your legs. Yeah, nice. Feet are good. Outer ankles are hugging in. Squeeze your outer ankles to your hips. Okay. Yes, you want to be on the tops of your feet. That's good. That's good.
You don't want your ankles.
That's great.
You want your ankles.
That's still too much. If it's too much, go on your side. Don't push it. Don't push it. There's no reason to. Okay, then once you're on it, if you have anybody have foot pain, because I have a solution for that also. Foot pain? You are. You can roll, if you roll your blanket underneath the top of your ankle, so it lifts your ankle a little bit, it'll help. Okay, hands on your thighs. Ground your thighs. So your thigh bones and your sit bones grounding. Lengthen your spine. Roll your shoulders back. Let your pelvis feel heavy. Let your sit bones feel heavy. Yeah. Breathe. Take one more breath right where you are. Good. And then hands to the floor. Come up nice and slow. Take your time. Come to tabletop. And then pulse one leg back. And then the other leg. All right. Now, come to seated. Does everybody have a strap? I will throw straps to you if you don't have a strap. Throw straps around. You have a strap. You have one, you have one, you need a strap. Everybody have a strap. You need one? I'll get it. Okay, you're going to make a little baby loop. Okay. A baby loop into your strap. A baby, like a foot-size loop. Maybe you have a loop in your strap already, and you can just keep it. I did them yesterday, so I told everybody just leave the loops, so you don't have to redo it. You have a baby loop, exactly. Yeah, you got it. Got it. Yeah. Little baby loop. Okay, here's what we're doing. Stretch your legs. Set the strap aside for now. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Actually, bring your soles of your feet together. Let's do this one first. Okay, now close the knee. So bring your heels as close as you can, again, as whatever that means in your body, as closed as your knee wants to be. Heels in close. Hold your ankles, sit up tall. Press your knees. Keep the four corners of your feet pressing into each other, but let your knees go wide. Good. Then hinge forward. You can use your elbows to create a little more stretch for the inner thighs. You can also bring your elbows out in front if you want more of a stretch for the low back. Your knees are up high. Another way to do it is to scoop your hands under your heels. This is a nice way. Yeah. like under your heel, like so you're on your. That's it. Your knees will go a little lower, and yeah, and your back comes better. Right, exactly. It takes it. Yes, it lines up your ankles so the movement. You get more movement in your hips that way, right? Okay, come on up. Take your left leg out straight. Bend your right knee. Close the knee as best you can. Okay, now some of you may stay here. For some of you, if this is a reasonable thing to do, okay, let me show you the pose first. So I'm going to lift up this foot, and do you see how my ankle is straight here? I'm not letting the ankle bow too much, right? It might bow a little bit, but I'm trying to keep it straight. So this is a straight line. And then I can take this foot up towards lotus. Now, here's some options. You can land here, right? If this is a better option for a knee, you can just land here. You can prop your knee. That's also a possibility. You can sit up on a blanket and prop your knee. Any version of that does not bother your knee. Then I'm going to take my strap on my foot and I'm going to take it behind my back. Now, if you can reach your foot, so it's my right leg and my right hand holding it, you don't need the strap. Many of us, it's hard to reach the strap, so you can hold the strap behind. So let's try that. Get that right foot up into a lotusy sort of shape. You can reach down, remove the flesh from your sit bones. That inner rotation of the thighs is really helpful. Yep, prop the knee if you need to. And then hold, the strap is around your right foot, hold it in your right hand, behind your back. As close to your foot as you can. So Lana, take it behind your back, other way. So Lana, take it around the left side of your body, like that. You got it, you got it. Yeah, and have your right hand as close to your right foot as you can behind your back. Then hinge forward. Your hand can stay on the floor to support you. You can reach for your foot. You can have the hand on the floor. I know, it's a lot of moving parts. Wrap your hand behind your back. Like bring your arm back towards your foot behind. Like, yes, go on. Behind your back. Nope, right hand behind your back. Nope. There you go. Walk your hand behind your back. Have that on, not that hand. On your strap. Hang on. Hang on. Your brain.
Oh, that.
All right, come on. Release that foot really carefully. So you can use your hands to help lift up because you know what happens when we come into that deep rotation of the knee, of the hip, is that as we come out of it, the knee can get torqued. So I like to actually keep the knee closed and let the whole leg open up together. Okay, second side, left foot in. Start here. Start in Janu Shirshasana. Start with the top of your foot straight. So you're more on like the shoelace side of your foot as we come towards lotus. Now, if you know that your knee feels better in a very flexed position in lotus, that's okay. This is it depends on how your body. The idea is you want to be able to do the pose in a way that you're not feeling it. Okay, scoop your hands underneath, cradle your foot, draw the leg across, and if you can, get the pinky edge of your foot into the crease at the top of your right thigh. Prop under the knee if you need to. Strap around the base of your toes if that's helpful. That's it. And then you turn towards your left leg. Your left hand either holds your strap or your foot behind your back. Yep, so you sort of turn, you open up to the left. Find your foot or your strap. Good. Then turn forward, lean forward. Right hand can be on the floor or holding your foot. Yes. That's it. Let your head release towards your knee. Push the pinky side of your foot down into your thigh. I know it's not without sensation. Correct. Yeah, trying to face forward. Not twisting open to the left. You can sort of twist open to the left to get the strap or the foot, and then you try to fold straight ahead. But if that's excruciating, then twist it. All right, inhale, come on up. So again, I like to hold my leg as I'm releasing out of that so the knee is not bearing the brunt of that twisting, opening up. Stretch both legs out in front of you. All right, pedal out your feet. All right, I was going to do one more, but we're not doing it, so no time. Bend your knees, bring your feet to the floor in front, scoot forward so you have space behind you. Purvottanasana, just open up the front of the body a little bit. Fingertips can point out or it can point in. Press your feet down, hip distance apart. Anchor the base of the big toe. Anchor the pointer and the thumb. Lift your hips any amount. Breathe where you are. Stay anchored into your feet, into your hands. Lift your hips a little higher. Lift your chest a little higher. Let your neck be long. All right, slowly lift your hips down. Okay, spin around. Let's do legs up the wall because we're at the wall. So let's do it. Legs up the wall. Scoot in as close as you can. If you like to have your hips a little elevated, you can fold your blanket, make a little bolster with the blanket to take the hips on. Yeah, that's good, Lois. Just do that. Scoot your butt as close to the wall as you can. Oh. All right, if you need clothing or a blanket or something, let me know. I can bring things. Be your yoga stewardess. All right, let your legs rest into the wall. Let the back of your pelvis get really heavy on the floor. Let your heels feel heavy on the wall. Your shoulders feel heavy. You can have your arms by your sides or resting on your belly if that helps you to attune a little bit more to the breath. Take a few more of those grounding breaths, imagining again, drawing energy down from the crown of your head into the pelvis as you exhale, releasing energy to the earth. Drawing the energy from a busy mind below the depths where things are calmer, steadier, to the very ground of your being. Stay here for the rest of practice if you'd like. If you would rather come into Shavasana, just begin to bend your knees and walk yourself backwards. You can stretch your legs out and then practice wherever it serves you. Where you are finishing your practice. Let yourself settle deeply. Body soften, release, relax. Let go into the earth. Solidity beneath you. Feel the steadiness side of you. Rest in that grounding. to ground, to begin the conscious conversation. Step into different, taking the first step in the movement through all difficulties. Find support and foundation. It's been our all along. Base to step onto, base on which to stand, base from which to step. But practice that. Grounded, base on which to stand, base from which to step. That steadiness. Yourself as you begin to stretch and move. Find your way to your side. Slowly back to seated. Sit well, join your hands to your heart. Continue to ground ourselves in reality. Continuing to reach for and believe in a world that's more subtle and peaceful. Body that way that it breaks out into the world around us. To send each other off on that path. Support, with love, reverence for each other, for this practice. Let's chant one Om. Om. Namaste. Everybody. Thank you. You're welcome. Good stuff coming up. We have coming up. So let's see what's coming up. Are we in here? Oh yeah, got a pop up on Friday. Mixtape flow. That's 80s flow. Just fun into your weekend. Nice intro to the weekend. We got Pilates mat series Tuesday nights. Intro to yoga series Monday evening starting. We have a sound off with Raji on Sunday the 28th. All right, that's all on the website.